Okay, so for this one, we're gonna do a landmine press, which is basically a variation of an overhead press. The reason why I like to use a landmine for some people is because a lot of times when we use barbells and dumbbells to do overhead presses, for a lot of people, they either don't have the mobility to support a healthy overhead movement, which means that they get shoulder pain. They're forcing the shoulder up, or they can't get the shoulder up and their low back starts to crank. So there's a lot of problems, shoulder problems, back problems, neck problems that people tend to come up with when doing too much overhead press work, like direct overhead. Secondly is because in life, there's not very many things we do directly overhead. A lot of the movements that we're doing, if we're reaching up in cupboards or we're putting things on walls, we're more in this kind of a position. So that's what this allows us to work more in a position that we use. So we want to pay attention to a couple things. One, the setup, right? So you can have a landmine kind of setup. The way I use it is I take a barbell, wedge it into a corner to secure it. And then what we want to do is make sure that we get in the right position before we do the exercise. We have to pick the thing up properly, perform properly, set it back down properly. So what we're going to do to pick it up is we're going to do a regular hinge pattern where from the side I'll show you, we deadlift it up to the chest. We bring it here, then we square the body and into the bar to do the exercise, okay? So that's what we do. We take it right up to the chest, square the body up. So we're gonna do the first kind of variation, or the first level, level one, is where we square the feet up in a squat position. Feet about shoulder width apart is fine. We get those shoulder blades locked in, down and back, and then we brace. Glutes, inner thighs, abs, get them all braced up, and then we do the press here to here, okay? So one of the things we can do, if it's a little bit difficult to get that range overhead, just simply back up. It's a more comfortable range here to here if we're farther back. It gets a little harder and more overhead if we get closer. So find the level that works best for you, and also stay out of the pain zone. If you're getting pain, we want to always stay out of it, not force ourselves through it. So once you get that one down, you can perform that well. Now you can increase the challenge by doing a split stance variation. So whatever arm is doing the pressing, the opposite leg goes forward. I'm pressing with the right arm, so my left leg goes forward, and you perform it the same way, okay? Do the same reps on one side as you do with the other, and then again, when we put it down, we square our body back to the side, we grab here, drop it down to the waist, and then do a hinge pattern to get it down to the ground. And that's how we do the landmine press.